On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Feverish.
Having or showing symptoms of a high temperature, such as sweating and shivering, characterized by or showing strong feelings of excitement or energy.
Examples:
Feel feverish. At a feverish pitch. She had a feverish look in her eyes as she struggled with illness.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Earnest.
Serious in intention, purpose, or effort, showing dedication and willingness to do one's best.
Examples:
Earnest effort. In deadly earnest. She gave an earnest speech about the importance of education.
Counterproductive.
Having the opposite effect to the one intended or wanted.
Examples:
Counterproductive approach. Highly counterproductive to performance. Territorial disputes between different countries are entirely counterproductive but common.
Uphill.
Sloping upward, difficult or challenging. Adverb, upward on a hill or slope.
Examples:
An uphill road. An uphill task. The road is uphill for a while.
Unwitting.
Without purpose or intent.
Examples:
Unwitting victims. An unwitting mistake. His rudeness was unwitting, not intentional.
Handout.
Giving money, food, or clothing to those who are poor or in need.
Examples:
Plead for handouts. 3-page handout. All those eligible will receive financial handouts.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Nativism.
A political ideology or belief system that prioritizes the interests and rights of people considered native or indigenous to a particular country or region, often involving advocacy for policies that restrict immigration or limit the rights of non-native residents and associated with fears of cultural or economic displacement.
Examples:
Nativism movement. Anti-immigrant nativism. The recent wave of nativism has been fueled by economic anxiety and anti-immigrant sentiment.
Assimilate.
To take in and understand information or ideas, to integrate.
Examples:
Assimilate into society. Assimilate a language. The immigrant struggled to assimilate into the new culture.
Parasite.
An organism that lives on or in another organism and benefits by deriving nutrients at the other's expense.
Examples:
Blood-sucking parasite. Parasite disease. Tapeworms are parasites that live in the intestines of humans and animals.
Sap.
To gradually weaken or drain strength, energy, or resources, to undermine or impair someone's confidence or morale.
Examples:
Sap flow. Sap strength. The disease has sapped all his energy, and he can barely get out of bed.
Animus.
Hostility or ill feeling, often shown in prejudice or bias, a feeling of strong motivation or intention towards a particular goal or objective.
Examples:
Ideological animus. Animus toward minorities. The company's decision to close the factory was motivated by a deep animus toward its workers.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
Inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Stark.
Empty, simple, or apparent, devoid of any qualifications.
Examples:
Stark landscape. Stark truth. The scenery of the battlefield was stark and gray.
Fissure.
A narrow opening or crack, especially in a rock or other hard substance, a division or splitting within a group or organization.
Examples:
Pulmonary fissure. Fissure in the relationship. The fissure in the rock was too narrow to squeeze through.
Exclusionary.
Tending to exclude or keep out certain groups, individuals, or ideas, characterized by the exclusion of others.
Examples:
Exclusionary clause. Exclusionary practices. The new housing development faced criticism for its exclusionary policies towards lower-income residents.
Backstory.
The history and events that occur before the main events of a story, or the history and details of a person or thing that are not widely known.
Examples:
The backstory about this sweet moment. Backstory plot. The backstory of the main character added depth to the story.
Policymaker.
A person in charge of or involved in developing action plans for a political party, business, etc.
Examples:
Education policymaker. Regional policymaker. Policymakers struggle to develop various laws and regulations to address international trade conflicts.
Industrious.
hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker, industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Settler.
A person who moved with a group of others to live in a different country or area.
Examples:
New settlers, settlers on some foreign shore. A large proportion of railway workers in settler colonies were white.
Seize.
To catch or take hold of someone or something suddenly and forcibly, to capture the attention or imagination of something.
Examples:
Seize a person's property. Seize the day. He has the superpower to seize a business opportunity.
Xenophobia.
Extreme fear or hatred of people from other countries.
Examples:
Suffer from xenophobia. Linguistic xenophobia. The xenophobia in society makes it hard for immigrants to assimilate and integrate.
Untold.
Not yet revealed or known, not having been counted or measured.
Examples:
Untold riches. An untold number of people. The untold stories of the disaster victims need to be heard to understand the impact fully.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Obedient.
Willing to do what someone in authority tells you to do.
Examples:
Grow to be obedient. Obedient dog. The obedient dog followed its owner's commands.
Thrifty.
Careful and diligent in the use of resources or the spending of money.
Examples:
A thrifty person. Have a thrifty business. My wife is addicted to making thrifty purchases.
Uplift.
The process of raising land to a higher elevation, or the result of this process. Verb, fill with high spirits.
Examples:
Uplift mountains. Uplift my spirit. The uplift in the stock market has been a relief to investors.
Overthrow.
To defeat or remove a leader or a government from a position of power by force.
Examples:
Overthrow the government. Overthrow the theory. The group aims to overthrow the military regime.
Prioritize.
To assign a higher level of importance to something compared to other things.
Examples:
Prioritize tasks. Prioritize people over cars. The organization prioritized the needs of the community in its decision-making.
Reunification.
The act of bringing something back together, the reuniting of previously separated parts.
Examples:
Reunification talks. Family reunification. The reunification of the two countries was celebrated with great joy.
Convulse.
To experience a sudden and violent contraction of the muscles, often caused by pain, illness, or emotional distress, or to make someone or something do this.
Examples:
Convulse with laughter. Convulse with anger. He convulsed in pain as the injury was severe.
Divisive.
Tending to cause disagreement or hostility between people.
Examples:
Divisive question. Suppress divisive arguments. The proposed policy has been met with divisive reactions from the public.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Urgently.
In a way that requires immediate action or attention, especially before anything else, because of being very important.
Examples:
Tackle the problem urgently. Urgently required. I need to send this email urgently.
Roundup.
A systematic gathering or collection of things, animals, or people. A large-scale operation conducted by law enforcement officials to arrest or detain a number of individuals. A type of article or report that summarizes information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Roundup of criminals. Weekly roundup. The annual roundup of cattle on the ranch is a busy time for the cowboys.
Deport.
To force someone to leave a country, typically on the grounds of illegal status or for having committed a crime.
Examples:
Deport a refugee. Deport dissidents from the party. The government has decided to deport illegal immigrants back to their home countries.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Uproot.
To remove or pull out by the roots, especially a plant or tree. To displace or remove someone or something from a particular place or position.
Examples:
Uproot the tree. Uproot tradition. We decided to uproot our lives and move to a new city.
Wrench.
To pull or twist something suddenly or violently.
Examples:
Wrench off the lock. Wrench my back. A deep sigh was wrenched from his chest.
Intensify.
To increase or make something increase in extent or strength.
Examples:
Intensify diplomatic efforts. Intensify a good relationship. Rebels have pledged to intensify the armed struggle against the dictatorship.
Widen.
To become or make something broader, wider, more extensive.
Examples:
Widen in excitement. Widen a narrowed heart valve. He widened his investigation into a medical clinic.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Prosperous.
Successful financially or materially, bringing success or good fortune.
Examples:
Prosperous weather. Prosperous nation. The company decided to invest in a prosperous industry.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Unjust.
Not fair or equitable, lacking in justice or impartiality, morally unacceptable or wrong.
Examples:
Unjust verdict. Unjust accusation. The ruling was considered unjust by many people in the community.
Nationalist.
Relating to or supporting a political ideology that emphasizes a strong sense of national identity and devotion to one's own country.
Examples:
Nationalist sentiment. Nationalist revolt. The nationalist rally attracted thousands of supporters.
Broaden.
To make or become wider or more extensive, to make or become more tolerant or liberal.
Examples:
Broaden students' knowledge. Broaden their horizon. The company broadened its product line to include more customer options.
Inventive.
Able to come up with novel and unique ideas.
Examples:
Have the inventive talent. Inventive approach. All language around the world is consistently inventive, but not intrusive.
Trade-off.
A balance achieved between two desirable but incompatible features, an exchange that occurs as a compromise.
Examples:
trade-off problem, environmental trade-off. There was a trade-off between speed and accuracy in the task.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
unequal distribution, unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.